Hi, this is Don with SpeakerConnection.net, and today I want to show you how you can log into your account and then complete or edit any of the information that's found on your speaker profile page. To begin, find the login to the top of the page, click it, enter your username and password, and then click the gray login button. When logged in, premium and professional members will see red text at the top of the page that says My Speaker Profile. That's a hot link. Go ahead and click it, and doing so will take you directly to your speaker profile page. When you're there, go ahead and scroll to the bottom of the page and click the red edit button. That will take you to the page where you can then complete or edit any of the information that's found on your speaker profile page. Now, before we get started, I want to pass along a tip that could save you from a great deal of frustration. As a security measure, our system will log you out after 60 minutes of inactivity. To keep from losing any information that you may have entered, from time to time I recommend that you scroll to the bottom of the page and click the blue Save button. Doing so will give you another 60 minutes before the system will log you out. Another suggestion would be to go ahead and use an external text editor, something like Microsoft Word, to use to compose the information that you place in your speaker profile. Your speaker profile is somewhat like your biography, and it'll probably take you a little bit longer to go ahead and compile it, put all the information in there that you'd like to, and that way you don't have to feel rushed. Then when you have it completed, copy and paste it into your speaker profile area. Let's go ahead and start editing the information that's found on your speaker profile page. The first area of information that's called for is your gender, male or female. Next up is your date of birth. And when you click on this box, our system will present you with a calendar that you can then use to enter your day, month, and year of your birth. Now, if you don't want your age to display on your speaker profile, here's the way that you keep that from happening. To the right of that box is a drop-down, and if you click on it, you'll see that there's 4 options: public, site members, friends, or only me. So the way to keep it from displaying on your speaker profile page is to select only me. Next up is your About Me. This is where you can go ahead and provide visitors a synopsis of who you are as a speaker. Next up are interests. And this is a great way to be able to connect personally with the people who visit your speaker profile page. Let them know what you're interested in, the things that you're passionate about, the things that you would want visitors to know about you. The next section is contact information. And here you can enter information about your phone, address, city, state, and zip. Now, if you'll notice, address, city, state, and zip have a red asterisk. This means that these are required fields. But just so you know, that information will not display on your speaker profile page or anywhere else on the Speaker Connection website. Next up is website. Now, if you have your own website, and if you'd like visitors to your speaker profile page to be able to quickly and easily visit your website, go ahead and enter the URL for your website in this box. And that will create a hot link, allow them to easily visit your site. Next up is your tagline. Now, if you have a tagline and if you'd like to display on your speaker profile page right underneath your photograph, go ahead and put it there. Now, a tagline is something like world's greatest speaker or something to that effect. Now would be a good time to tell you that if by chance you leave the field for your tagline empty, or any other field for that matter, they will not display on your speaker profile page. Now, that can be a good thing because then it won't look like it was an oversight. However, if you leave too many fields empty, your speaker profile page will look a little sparse. So I encourage you to go ahead and provide helpful information so that people who visit your speaker profile page will know a little bit about you. Next up is your speaker profile. Another way of saying that is your biography. And here you can go ahead and provide visitors to your speaker profile a lot of information about who you are as a speaker, things that you might want visitors to know about you. Next up is the topics section. Now, the topics section is helpful because it not only allows people who visit your speaker profile page know about the topics on which you speak, but it's also used by our directory, our speaker directory and our hire a speaker directory. When people are looking for a speaker, one of the ways that they typically start their search is to look for the topics on which they speak. Using our topic selector box, you can go ahead and select the topic or topics on which you speak. If you have just one topic that you speak on, go ahead and click on it and it will be selected. Now, if you have multiple topics, here's the way that you do it. Using a Windows computer, hold down the Control key while you select the applicable boxes, and if you have a Mac, hold down the Command key and select all applicable boxes. And that way you can select multiple topics. Now, if by chance you don't see the topic or topics on which you speak, the next field allows you to enter whichever fields that you might want. Using the additional topics field, you can simply type in the topic or topics that you don't find in the topics section. Go ahead and separate them by a comma. Next up is regions. Click the state from which you travel. The next section is for your fee, and this is for our professional speakers. Here you have an option on the fee range that you can select, or you can just tell people that it varies or that your fee is available on request, your choice. Next up is addendum, and in addendum you can go ahead and provide additional information regarding your fee structure, perhaps first class travel, first class accommodations, anything else that you might require as a professional speaker. Next up is your business email address. Now, all of these fields are going to show up in your Hire Me tab if you're a professional speaker. So this is important information to provide people who are potential employers. So provide them with a business email that you want them to contact you at, or a business phone number if you wish to be contacted by phone. The next field is for hire. If you're one of our professional members and you want to be included in our Hire a Speaker directory, check the yes box and you'll be included in our Hire a Speaker directory. The next section is social links. And here is a way to provide hot links from your speaker profile page to any of the social media pages that you might have and that you might want visitors to your speaker profile page to be able to easily visit. Simply enter the URL, the web address, for any of the social media pages that you have in the appropriate box, and then an icon, the logo of that particular social media company, will show up under your photo, and that will be a hot link from your speaker profile page to that specific social media page. Now you want to go ahead and click on the blue Save button, so all the information that you've entered will be saved. Now that you've finished entering the information for your speaker profile page, I'm going to recommend that you view your speaker profile page the way that your visitors will see that. To do that, you first have to log out. Scroll to the top of the page and look for where it says Hi, Your Name. Click that and it will present you with the logout box. Click the gray logout button and you'll now be logged out of our system. Now what you want to do is to go up under the directory, find Speakers, Speaker Directory. Enter your name and click the return button. Doing so will present you with a list of names that match up with that. Find your name, click the red Speaker Profile button, and now you'll be taken to your speaker profile page and see it as visitors will see it. Go ahead and take a look around. Check your personal information, check your Book Me tab. Make sure the information on the page is correct and is displaying the way that you want it to display. If you need to make any changes, go back in, log in, click the My Speaker Profile page, go to your Edit page, and make the desired changes. And again, once again, click the blue Save button when you're completed. I hope you found the information on this tour helpful. If you have any additional questions, go up under Resource Center, Site Support FAQs. And there you'll find answers to a lot of typical questions that newcomers to our site might have.